Hello everyone. I'm back with another project. This is probably like the millionth project that I've started, and I hope to finish this, but you know me, I've never finished anything. This is what I've been working on lately. Can you see, is screen sharing on? Yes, should be. Yeah, here we are. I just wanted to show really quickly on how to make a room like this or this in Godot. This red door here, blue door here, and secret area here. It's not very secret because this is very obvious. You can enter. If you go here, you die because there's sharp green crystals everywhere. Or are those smaragds? Smaragdi in Finnish. What is it? A green stone that's not a crystal. Anywho, I've been utilizing CSG boxes and then I've baked them into meshes. Mesh. So how do I do this? Let's see if I just start doing a new level here. This would be level 2, then we would save it into our scenes here, level 2, there we go. This would actually be, hey, I cannot write anymore. So there we go, that's basically that. Now let's create a room. I've made everything myself. Oh, this is in the wrong place. How did it get here? It should be in materials, so move it there. Thank you. First of all, there's one add-on that I'm using, which is 3D cursor, which is super helpful. It makes you if I, for example, I want something to come here so that its origin is there and not in the scene center. So now if I create another node 3D there, its origin is here and not in the scene center, which is super helpful when you're making levels. And I tried all kinds of tools to speed make levels, but in the end, all that you really need is this 3D cursor. 3D cursor plugin, Godot 3D cursor by Marco. That's all you need. Otherwise, I just use CSG boxes and then I make in Blender everything that I cannot make with CSG boxes. So how does that go? Let's make a quick room here fast. Let's make a CSG box. This is just something super basic. So we would create something like that. Then we would position it so that it's because a box's origin is straight in the center of the box, which is kind of annoying, but there we are nevertheless. So this will be our floor. This is what, 16 now? No, I think that's 2 meters. This is 63. Where are we? What's our scale? Okay, this is our scale. I'm sorry. We are up. Let's zoom out just a little bit. I have a new mouse coming soon, but it's not here yet, so I must continue working with this crappy mouse, which is scroll is not working very well. Other than that, it's fine. This is now 8 meters times 8 meters. That's a small room. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, and now I have materials here. I've made the textures in aseprite, and they all have ambient occlusions and normal maps also that I made in aseprite or Krita. Krita is very good at making normal maps. But yeah, let's see. This is floor. There we go with a floor. Let's make a roof. This is 4 meters in between there. The grid is not super visible now, but we can like count it like this: 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters. There we go. And then this material should be roof. So roof. There we go. And let's make 4 walls. That's wall 1. Let's no. Let's quick load wall 2 material. Yeah. Duplicate that. Is it turning? It's turning. Go here. Again, we are half a meter off on like every axis, so let's fix that. No, yeah, there we go. And then just duplicate this, duplicate this. Yeah, there we have a room. Let's make some light here. Right there. Oh, am I too close to the wall? There's our 3D cursor, which I told you previously is super helpful with like everything. So we got a light there. Let's make its range 16. Light, a little bit warmth here is what we want. Not that much, but something like this. That's good. Yeah. Bake mode static. And then, I mean, it already looks pretty good thanks to those normal maps and those ambient occlusion maps that we have in use on these materials. But then what we do now that let's assume that we are happy with this room now, and this is the final design that we want to go with. That's cool. CSG bake mesh instance. Yeah, this is a minus for the 3D cursor. You have to remove it when you don't need it, otherwise it messes all stuff up. Okay, CSG bake mesh instance. Now we can hide the combiner. We have this mesh here, mesh unwrap for light map AO. Then let's create a light map. I like to move it to the top always. Then what I would actually do is I would place lights in a 3D node. So lights 3D, not that it needs to be named like that, but I'm a comic, so now it's like that. They go there. Yeah, so I can hide those because I would have a lot of those. Then what we want to have also is a reflection probe, and we want to set its size to the room size, so like that, and then also like that. Yeah, there we go. And now we are basically ready to bake our lights into the scene, so let's do that. Bake light map, so we don't have any. Let's make it here like that. It's gonna take a little while, but not. This is a small room, so it doesn't take all that long. Okay, now it's finished baking. Let's take a look. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Thing about these baked light maps is that, well, now we don't even need the visible lights anymore. Basically, we could just delete the light altogether. This is very light to run. And yeah, that's why I like it. Let's change. Now I only have one combiner. I would actually have one combiner for the roof, a second one for the floor, and so on, so on. Maybe I would also have an environment here. That would then be enlightenment G would actually be interior, then world map environment would be filmic, and then that's pretty much it. Let's do another bake here. I'm gonna pause the video, and there we go. This is basically starting to look pretty nice. We can change this to this, just to maybe see if we have some reflections here. We probably don't, but let's see. And we finished baking lights again. Now this is not a very reflective place. Anyway, that's that. Now just maybe add some doors, which is easy to do. If we just, for example, we can duplicate these, make a subtraction there. That's a door now. Oh, frick. There we go. And here we go. Yeah. That is nice. Then just from my modules that I've made, let's add a small door there. If we do this, it spawns to wherever the 3D cursor is. This makes things easier. Now let's just fix here. And then just move it. Just move it here. There we go. Another combine of combiners there. Another bake on the light maps here. So we'll have the lights baked on the door that we just created also. And there we go. Now if we add a camera, we can start to see how it would look in the game. Well, this is basically it. Not just, we would add like a collision. Let's make it a static body child like that. Maybe an occluder, but now that I just have one combiner, it doesn't maybe make any sense. I would have several combiners. I would combine roof and floor elements within separate combiners, but this will do for a quick demo here. Yeah, okay, that's it. Bye.